Welcome, rodeo fans. I'm Vance Ruff, along with Jeff Marn. Northern Rodeo Association Championship Saturday night here in Butte, Montana. Jeff, all-around titles, individual championships. It's all about tonight.
Yeah, the buckles, the saddles, they're all up for grabs right there. You're in championships. I'm excited. The nerves are up. I tell you what, it's going to be a good rodeo, Vance.
A lot of electricity here in the building. Stick around with us. We'll be right back.
At Northwestern Energy, we provide the natural gas needed for many appliances in your home. But if those appliances are faulty or not well maintained, they can cause carbon monoxide poisoning. Keep your family safe by properly venting all natural gas appliances. And install a carbon monoxide detector on every level of your home. If your carbon monoxide alarm goes off, get out of the house fast. And from a safe distance, call Northwestern Energy. Together, we can deliver a bright future.
Bareback riding takes a special kind of person. It takes somebody that's willing to deal with all odds against them. It's the most physically demanding event in rodeo, and there are a lot of guys that chew tobacco, and I've seen my friends have the start of cancer in their lip and they change it from top to bottom rather than quitting, and I've run across guys who have to push a button to speak to me because they've gotten throat cancer, and it takes a special person to ride a bucking horse, and if you can do that, then you can kick the habit of chewing. In rodeo, you never back down from a challenge, so I challenge you, quit chewing today.
Opportunity is everywhere. That is why I love my job at Opportunity Bank of Montana. I get to help my neighbors with business and agriculture loans, including new equipment loans. I understand that people need a bank they can rely on. You see, I grew up here with the Eastern High Plains out our front door and the crazy mountains in our backyard. Come see me, Brandy, or one of my colleagues at Opportunity Bank of Montana. Your local bank, your opportunity.
Truck manufacturers these days are producing some pretty powerful trucks. That's why we designed the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire. It's built with stronger advanced compounds that hold up to tougher conditions. The Defender LTX MS has outstanding all-season traction and excellent fuel efficiency backed by our 70,000-mile warranty. So whether it's a working truck or you're hauling your snowmobile or boat, you'll get the most out of every mile. Turn to the experts to find the right Michelin tire for whatever you drive.
Whalen Tire. We know tires.
Welcome, rodeo fans. I'm Vance Ruff, along with Jeff Marn. It is performance number 3 of the Northern Rodeo Association Finals. We're starting it off in the bareback riding. Talon Schneider, Dillon, Montana, getting set to go. Jeff, it's all about tonight.
Oh, championship buckles are up for grabs. It's live at the bareback riding at its best today. Talon Schneider getting on a great bucket horse by the name of About to Blow from Red Eye Rodeo Company. As you just saw there, what a fine year he's had, Vance Ruff, in the Northern Rodeo Association.
Well, take us through, Jeff Martin. The Whalen Tire replay is going to give you a great shot at it. The markout rule's in effect.
Yeah, as we're looking at that Whalen Tire replay, showing you nice little bareback ride as he's getting their aggression. 1-50 on both. How well the Cowboy rode, how well the animal bucks, how well the Cowboy stays in control. Nice display there to get us kicked off here tonight.
73 points on the ride for Talon Schneider. Is a great shot from our camera crew.
As we go to Brantley Peabody, our next bareback rider here. Billings, Montana, River Bugs from Big Circle. Award-winning bareback horse underneath him here tonight on a Saturday.
Up close and personal, one hand in the rigging. Advantage to the livestock markout rule, good. Jeff, this horse, a little bit better. Feeling the energy on a Saturday night.
Yeah, that's a bareback horse that's been a long time for the award-winning, Remuda award-winning Big Circle Rodeo team that's here tonight. J-Bar J and Big Circle. Outstanding set of horses there as they set him down. Our pickup men, 2 of the very best. Jackson Stevens, Michael Beatty in the house with us. Scores are going to be coming in. Watching that replay from Whalen Tire. As we talked about the aggression, the exposure in the bareback riding here tonight. Nice little spur ride as he reaches down. Scores are going to be coming in.
And they give him 68.5 tonight.
I love to watch that kid ride. You know, his father is a world champion bareback rider by the name of Larry Peabody. As we go to Troy Kirkpatrick of Wise River, Montana. Pink Painted Hell, the bareback riding rider underneath him here tonight for Big Circle. Good looking horse, Vance.
Wow, I like it. The snappiness, the youngster going to school, University of Montana Western. Rodeo for Coach Cody Leahy. You and I have got a chance to watch this young man all summer long, and Jeff, it just really seems like that light bulb is flickering.
It is.
Troy Kirkpatrick.
And it's great to see. You know, gives these guys a nice atmosphere on what to look forward to in the coming and progressing in their rodeo careers right here at the Northern Rodeo Association Finals. Scores are going to be coming in as we take it to the Wayland Tire replay. That horse kind of making a big circle right around the front. As we're going to see our judges go to work one more time, Troy. 77.5, the Wise River Montana man making it look pretty good. 77.5. Unofficially a score coming into us.
Cooper Clemens, Blackfoot, Idaho. I like this matchup. Here's a bucket horse they call Dirty Lizard. Dirty Lizard from Big Circle Rodeo.
Dirty Lizard. I tell you what, he's got a dirty look on his face. He means business on a Saturday night, Vance. Come on, let's go bareback riding. It looks good. Help him. Wow, I tell you what, he's pulling everything but a knife. I can't wait to watch the replay on this one. Cooper Clemens comes into the weekend with over $2 grand. He won third in the Wilsaw, second in the Mission Mountain Rodeo, first in Choto. So he's made some showings of some spectacular bareback riding horses, showing his talents here tonight.
Well, the Wayland Tire replay, great mark out. Just the power of that bucking horse, Jeff Marn. Scores coming in, our field officials.
Yes, our officials out there doing it. Nice, trying to get us a nice up and close looking bareback ride for him here tonight. And unofficial 72-point marking comes up for that good Cowboys. We move it right down the line.
Well, let's go to the number one man. He's two-time champion already, fixing to be 3. Won the championship a year ago. He's the reigning champ.
Yeah.
Won it in 2014 as well. This is J2 Bridges, Dillon, Montana. Royal Ice, the bucking horse tonight from Red Eye Rodeo.
Yeah, what really stands out to me, J2 Bridges, you know, he's done it before, and I tell you what, he's going to do it again, I think, on a Saturday night here. 9 event wins in the Northern Rodeo Association coming into tonight's performance.
I'll tell you what, Jeff Martin, it is packing in here, a full house in the Civic Center, and you and I have experienced it before. It's electric.
It is boot stomping, hand clapping time at the Butte Civic Center Northern Rodeo Association Finals here on a Saturday night. You can't ask for a better place to be, Vance Ruff. So he's watching our good friend Sparky Dreesen getting ready down there to flank that good horse. We talked about the great contractors. We'll let you a little bit more about him. We're going to watch the champ go to work on a Saturday night here.
Wow, a good-looking bucking horse, a good-looking bucking horse ride. The reigning champ, J2 Bridges, showing you why he is the number one man.
Yes, the brand K514 from Red Eye Rodeo Company. That is the Royal Ice from Red Eye Rodeo Company. Good-looking bucking horse right there, J2. I'm telling you what, he's one of them guys that's just never quite satisfied, which I think that's what makes him so good at the sport. And every time he gets on, he wants to better himself, and shows you why he's going to be wearing the buckle here. Got a little wild there toward the end. The judge's score might reflect on that a little bit here today. Nice shot by the Wayland Tyler replay.
70.5 the judges come up with. Chase Redfield, Opine, Montana, and Fun Hater from Red Eye Rodeo is the matchup.
I know you've seen this horse a time or two. We've definitely seen Chase, the veteran of the bareback riding, and a whale of a nice guy. I tell you what, just an all-around good cowboy.
7 of the 10, the top 10 qualifying through the rodeo season to this final. 7 have covered 2 coming into tonight.
It's going to be a night of crunch of numbers, and we're so excited to be giving somebody the championship buckle that they've been waiting. You can tell the adrenaline's pumping behind the buck and shoots right now. Chase Redfield, you know, not only in the Northern Rodeo Association, you see this guy travel up and down to some great circuit rodeos as well, in the professional rodeo system as well. Here we go. We got one cooking. There he is, a little fan to the crowd. I like it.
Michael Beatty gets him set down on the ground. We're going to take you to the Wayland Tire replay. Jeff, tell me more about this horse right here.
Well, great mark out right there, and you watch him right here. He's quick. He's built, you know, just perfect for bareback riding. It reminds me a little bit the build of him like a Deb Greeno. So he's awful quick with those feet when he gets tapped up. You watch that horse at the back end, kind of kicking at his belly toward the end. That might reflect a little bit, but a well-controlled bareback riding. Nice little horse. Nice little bareback ride for Chase Redfield.
Chase Redfield, 70 points on the ride.
And the Jiving Tunes, Brad Narducci, our sound man here tonight. A lot of good individuals keeping the ball rolling here at the Northern Rodeo Association Finals as we go right back to business here. Tucker Zing, Glendive, Montana.
Tucker Zing in night moves from Big Circle Rodeo. He's 144 points on 2 horses coming in. Night Moves is the horse of the year. He's branded 008. This is an outstanding matchup. Jeff, I'm going on a limb. This is my pick of the night.
Yeah, two-time, I believe, Remuda Award winner. That's going to be the man. Has a lot to do with it, flanking him, Sparky Dreesen and the crew. Tucker Zing, I tell you what, he's a fanatic on working out, man. This guy's in good shape. Just a good guy.
All-around talent. We've seen him ride some bulls.
Yeah.
Pretty sure if you put a rope in his hand, he'd be very competitive.
He can do it all. I tell you what, you never know if he's going to be rocking the long hair or get a haircut, but either way, he's a great bareback rider. Watch the horse of the year go to work. Tucker Zing. Wow.
That is Tucker Zing flair.
Yeah, that is perfect right there. That explains Tucker all in a nutshell. Back, Vance, as you mentioned, your pick of the night, and that was a little unfair of you to get into that, but I tell you what, nice little horse, nice little draw as Tucker's going to work, and that is a strong bucking horse.
Boy, right there at the end, a great shot of seeing his hand get blown out of that. Just tells you the power of the bucking horses from Big Circle. So Tucker Zing turning in the 77. Cash Hill, Webo, Montana, up the river, and Big Circle Rodeo once again. Jeff Marn. The outstanding talent of Cash Hill.
Yes.
We saw him through the college ranks.
Collegiate National Finals Rodeo qualifier that was in a chase for a championship last year in the College National Finals, as you mentioned, Vance. This kid, University of Providence, great, outstanding individual here in the bareback riding.
What a great set of the feet right here as we go to the Wayland Tire replay. Jeff Marn, what did you think of this bucking horse?
It just perfect. And that kid, each and every time he gets on, he seems to better himself. And that, as we talked about it.
I missed the score for Cash Hill. We'll come back to that as we go to George Gillespie. Darby, Montana is in the lead for the average at 156 points on 2 head.
Yeah, we'll get you caught up on the leaderboard for sure. George Gillespie, a man that's been featured in the top 20 of the world standings. So no stranger to bareback riding. He goes to a lot of rodeos. He's stuck a little closer to home this year. He got to participate in some great Northern Rodeo Association action. He is a student of the sport, and it shows in his riding abilities here. One of my guys that I'd have to say, one of my favorites here to watch, the Darby, Montana man, King Your Bell, Big Circle Rodeo Company.
Well, the final bareback rider at championship round number 3. Boys going at it. Good-looking bucking horse from Big Circle Rodeo, Ring Your Bell.
It all rings my bell, Vance Ruff. I'm telling you what, you couldn't pay me enough. These guys are tougher than leather. Watch the feet as they go to work here today. George Gillespie showing you how to get it done.
Well, a great shot from the Wayland Tire replay. We're waiting for the judges to put their scores together, even a catch-up from Cash Hill.
Yes.
Exciting way to start off the night, Jeff Marn. There's a lot more action to go. We're just getting rolling. We'll be right back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Vance Ruff along with Jeff Marn. A quick flash of the leaderboard in the steer wrestling coming up. As you can see right there, from the first two performances Thursday night, Friday night, Colby Bignell's got the lead of the average coming into tonight. A little catch-up in the bareback riding, Jeff. Cash Hill was a 71. That's good. He's good on all three, but it was George Gillespie, 73.5 on his final horse. Unofficially, the average winner, the NRA Finals. That's one good. If you can't win the year end, win the average.
Exactly. We talked about George and his ability, that veteran coming in there. He took it, just relaxed for 3 days, and it paid off at the end. 1,050 richer in the average payoff there. Congratulations goes out to him. We'll get him in the year-end championship updates as it continues, but I believe it's safe to say J2 Bridges is taking home a saddle. As we go to the steer wrestling, the big men's event, Vance, this is going to be a tight race here as well.
Looking over the top end, it's 4,900 to 4,000 to 3,900 top three. You can win $700 in a round. You can win 1,000 in the average. Right now, we're going to start it off with Chris Anderson, Hamilton, Montana. First-time qualifier to the Northern Rodeo Association Finals as he reaches a long ways. Jeff Marn got him caught and set on his side.
Bingo, bongo, bangos. He lays one down here. I like it. You talked about the first-time qualifier coming in. You know how the nerves get up. But after your third time, you kind of get settled in. You saw that reach, and I liked it. Time comes in here from the Wayland Tire replay. They're getting him turned up. Nice little issue on that. As we go to Kyle Clutter now, Bozeman, Montana, the steer wrestling. Kyle Clutter, Bozeman, Montana. Kyle Clutter, Bozeman, Montana. Man, as we talked about, each and every one of these individuals, the top 10 has a chance to come in here for a championship. Kyle Clutter, now you're... Oh, boy.
Boy, we're going to kind of take that back through the Wayland Tire replay. Jeff Martin, a little catch-up. Chris Anderson was 16.5. 16.5 for Chris. We go to the Wayland Tire replay right here. That steer's just kind of fading left, and he kind of broke in behind that steer. What that does, throws his head up right there as everything got wide. Boy, it's going to get away, and it's been a tough finals for the young man, Kyle Clutter.
Coming up to us next. Might switch that up a little bit. Go to Colby King. Colby King now.
Boy, another first-time qualifier to the Northern Rodeo Association Finals. Love to see this starting round for these young athletes. He's a college rodeo athlete. He's a freshman there at Montana State. Colby King was 5.4 on one hit coming in. As we'll take you through this Wayland Tire replay, Jeff.
Him getting one down when it's all said and done.
Great start, great look at the barrier, but just a little tight. You had to wait for everything to settle down.
Yeah, that nice look at AQHA horse he rides. Right there, had a little trouble on the groundwork. He's getting it worked out, though, as we watched.
9.1 on the time, 9.1, Jeff Marn.
$9.1 now. I believe we'll go to Arlen, correct, on this. Arlen Menu Sweetgrass. A couple guys riding the same horse, so the splits do come into effect for us here tonight. Steer wrestling time. Arlen Menu. Welcome, everybody. This is just tuning in live. Northern Rodeo Association Finals. Butte, Montana. Arlen Menu. Sweetgrass. Turn one. Burn one. Show me the money.
Boy, he started off the summer doing really well. First rodeo's out of the season. So we'll go back to that Wayland Tire replay. The young lady, Hazen Form, been doing a great job all year, too. And we've got a new leader in the round, as you see it right there.
I'm telling you what, you said it just right, but I'm telling you, if Arlen gets a hold of you, look out, because he's one of those strong, big bulldoggers that you're not getting loose of that one. 5.4 and a new leader in the round here today.
So we saw Colby King. This is his older brother, Carson King, the Dillon Cowboy, also a college student, Montana State University. The brothers have been bulldogging, traveling together. They rope together. And the Kings, you can't say enough about them. What a great family located over there in Dillon, Montana. But this young man, it takes a few Big Macs to fill him up, Jeff.
I can tell you what, this kid, though, what a heart of gold he has. And a whale of a good cowboy as he's riding. We talked about riding that same horse. Those guys are pretty familiar with who's going to wait and take him to the pay window. It's runs like that. As we look down there, I'm not so sure there wasn't a checking him down there. At the
5 seconds flat on the run, Jeff Marn.
Nice.
Great run.
You know, if you look at his expression, as we mentioned in the bareback riding, a few of those guys, he's never quite satisfied. You know, he could have saved himself a few tenths of a second to getting things perfect, but that'll work here tonight for him.
Well, unlike the bareback riding, a few guys out of that average, we've gotten through them. These next set of contestants, Jeff, are all good on their first two. A great look right there, the hazing for Hank Hollenbeck. You got the old president, Walt Anseth, the veteran, qualified here many times, past champion. Hank Hollenbeck is in a battle, not only in the steer wrestling, but also that all-around championship. He's qualified here in 2 events, so we're going to see him in the tie-down roping as well.
Yeah, one of the all-time winningest all-around Cowboys we've seen in a long time. It's because of runs like that, Vance Ruff. Show me the money for Hank Hollenbeck. Nice little run right there as we go to the Wayland Tire replay.
Well, I think one word about it. It's just cowboy try. It was tight for him, and you watch right here. He's out of position, and he just puts the big left arm on him and just keeps going with that momentum.
You cannot underestimate that man's strength because it's all there.
4.9 seconds on the run. Hank Hollenbeck just took over the lead.
I love it.
Well, it looks like we're going to Kyle Calloway.
Kyle Calloway coming up. Billings, Montana. And we talk about the number 1 man coming in to the Northern Rodeo Association Finals. He came in here with over $4,250 won.
Well, and right there, there's Hank Hollenbeck helping him. And, of course, National Finals Rodeo qualifier Ty Erickson is in the house. His beautiful fiance competing at the finals again this year. Kyle's got a quick catch and a big arm.
Yeah.
Hey, look out leaderboard.
You give him a chip and a chair, he'll take you all the way to Vegas with it. That is a good little run. Nice. At a 4.4. Yeah, he is handy. Watch the groundwork right here, Vance, as you mentioned right here. That is important as anything. A good get off. He finished it up 4.4. Looking good.
Well, he was 21.9 on 2. Now he's in the lead for the average. He just took over the lead for the round, so that kind of put Hank down a little further, so he's protecting his position. The number 1 man in the average, though, is this guy, Kobe Bignell. Glad to see him. He's been competing for the last several years. On the other side, his cousin, past champion Parker Bignell, just outside of the top 10. He's 10.8 on 2 coming into this third performance. Basically, the average is yours, Kobe Bignell. Just get out of the barrier and go throw it down.
Businessman decision right now, Vance Ruff.
Very much.
You know, he's had some luck here in Butte, Montana, winning the Dan Harrington Rodeo right here in Butte, Montana. So let's watch it. Get up there.
Well, a harder running steer, but boy, that was a great move.
Do not let
patient, Jeff Martin right there. Kobe Bignell getting it done at the back end of the arena.
But as you mentioned, that was a very important throw right there for that average.
Well, 8.7 on the run, so that right there is going to show up an average for the young man. It's Wayland Tire replay.
It was long, but I tell you what, like you said, it was so important that he got a hold of him and gave himself a chip and a chair, and he did, and it worked out.
Well, it's a great tight-knit rodeo family in the state of Montana. We talked about Ty Erickson down there. He's related to the Bignells. Nobody's going to be happier for Kobe than Parker on one side and Ty Erickson on the other when he gets back. As we go to another young man, no stranger to winning all-around championships in the Northern Rodeo Association. Many-time qualifier, Ben Ayer, Glendive, Montana.
Yeah, big Ben Ayer coming in here. Won Conrad Whoop-Up Days. Won the popular Wild West, Mission Mountain Rodeo, Ennis, Jefferson County Rodeo, you name it. This kid was on a roll as well when he went to him.
Got a small check out of round number 1. Blanked in round number 2, but here we go. Number 4 man in that average coming in. And his plan was pretty simple. He was going for it.
Yeah. It is amazing the strength of these guys, and I'm telling you what, some people might underestimate it. I tell you, it is a grueling sport right here. Watch this as he nates down there. Comes down, picture perfect, Vance. Nice little run.
And that just took him right at the top of the leaderboard. There's a round leader, 4.2 seconds. So opportunity for him as well. But he's down there in that standings coming in. He's not really in the fight for the championship, but he's in a fight for more money. He's in a fight for an average championship and that beautiful buckle as we're at Taylor Corbett, Billings, Montana.
You were telling me about this young individual. I hadn't had the chance to see him very much. 11 top 4 finishes in the Northern Rodeo Association, and it's from runs like that, Vance.
Well, he spends his time. He went and found the best bulldogs in the state of Montana. Kyle Calloway took him under his wing. Hank Hollenbeck, they're all right there. A great haze, a great setup, 5.2 seconds for Taylor. So that's going to get some average money.
Yes, that'll work for him. A young individual with a bright rodeo future ahead of him, Vance Ruff. I like it. It's been a great steer wrestling so far here today.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jeff, it's exciting so far. Let's keep the action going. Stick around with us, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm Vance Ruff along with Jeff Marn. Continue on the championship round, performance number 3, the Northern Rodeo Association Finals, 44th annual. As we're going to stay at the timed event in, ladies breakaway roping is coming up next. The great shot from the crowd is it's really filled in here. A very intimate setting at the Civic Center here in Butte, Montana.
Yeah, it's been great so far. To tell you what, as you take a look at the leaderboard, Tiffany Ogren in there in the average with an 18.5. Sierra Kunich, 2.5 in that all-around race as well. Quentin Briggs with a 2.8. Jesse Morrell with a 2.9. And JC Fortier with a 3.8. I'll show our average here tonight in the breakaway roping.
Thank you to the Montana Tobacco Quit Line. First one up is going to be Ryan Tracy, Victor, Montana. No time so far. Young lady graduated from Montana State University. She's won lots of championships. She's placed deep in the national standings in the College Rodeo Series. She's been to the college finals multiple times, and do not count her out. She has one goal tonight, Jeff Martin, and that is win first in the ladies breakaway roping in round number 3.
I like it. She won Three Forks, Montana. Took a 3rd place out of Jefferson County Rodeo. And a swing right here. We'll see how that winds up for her tonight. Our first one out of the gate here, Ryan Tracy.
Well, 2.8 on the run as you get a great look from the Whalen Tire replay. Perfect on the line. It's got to be a clean bell catch right around the neck. Sets it up, and boy, she's put the heat on them.
Yes, I like it. And you know, so many great things for the breakaway roping and the ladies. So many things we were talking about on our last event there. You know, with the news from the American, having that as a new event. So, ladies, I tell you what, opportunities are here. And I tell you what, here is one of our finest individuals in our ladies breakaway, Tammy Jo Carpenter, Kalispell, Montana. All around cowgirl extraordinaire right here.
Well, we've seen her win championships before. Back in 2015, she's won the all-around 3 times. The reigning all-around champion is looking one over. Nice run right there, Tammy Jo. Came in the number 6 position, kind of working her way up, trying to get some money in that all-around.
Man, she did. She's Mrs. Consistent right there. She won Eureka, Montana as well. As we keep it going, showing you a nice little action on that Whalen Tire replay.
Well, looking at 3 seconds flat on the run. So that'll put her number 2 on the leaderboard for the round. Jill Lufkin, Manana, Idaho, also so far blanked, which you do not see from Jill Lufkin.
No, she came in here, as you talked about, the number 2 spot with over $3,700 and hasn't added to it since, but don't count her out. She hasn't got any money. She's going to be gunning for him here today. Jill Lufkin, Menon, cowgirl. One Butte, Montana. One Deer Lodge. She's looking to get a little more check here in the Civic Center tonight, Vance.
Well, you and I've we've got to see Jill at a lot of rodeos over the last several years, and boy, if there's anybody that knows how to get a go-around win, reach and get him around the neck.
Yeah, you could almost guarantee that right there was going to happen. What an outstanding effort.
Well, what I'm hearing, Jeff, 2.6. Great shot from the Whalen Tire replay right there at the line. That calf left a little sharper than the others. And she went and reached out and got him.
She put on the brakes, and that'll take her to the leaderboard right there. Vance Ruff, nice effort for Jill.
Grace Lee Speth, Bozeman, Montana. Here's another college athlete going to school at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Growing up in the Gallatin Valley, spent her summers home with the family rodeoing and qualifying to her first Northern Women's Rodeo Association Finals. 12.3 on 1.
Yeah, she won East Helena, Montana, third in the Madison County Fair in rodeo. Second, third split in Big Timber. So she's taking some money, as we talked about, as well, coming in here with over $3,600 in the association to start the weekend out.
You know, 12.3, that's a 2.3 with a barrier. So last night she was no time in round number 1. Coming back in round number 2, she's going for it. She's got nothing to lose. The number 3 Cowgirl coming in to the weekend and an opportunity.
Well, a little swing and a miss and some tough luck for the number 3 Cowgirl, Grace Lee Speth, coming in here today. So no time. As we're going to take us through the Whalen Tire replay, Vance, and kind of what went wrong here today.
Well, great start at the line, looking good. Got her, that calf just kind of moving on her a little bit. She had to take that extra swing. And then he's just over there hiding on the left side a little bit. Grace Lee was running out of arena, reached at him. We're going to see a lot more of Grace Lee Speth in the future in the ladies' breakaway roping. Michaela Fuller, Bozeman, Montana. Here's another young gun. She's 4.9 on 1 head coming in. Only one Cowgirl has caught both her calves. We've seen that before in the NRA average, so going at it now, win a go-round, put that with your 4.9, you could still, but who knows what happens with the number 1 Cowgirl. If she misses her calf, the average is going to be paid out on 2 head.
All right, here she goes. Nice little effort right there. We're looking down there. It looks like she's okay. It was fast, Vance Ruff. She knew what she had to do to get in the money here today. Let's see if she just topped the leaderboard here today. I like it. It's exactly what she did. She put it together for 2.4 and a new leader. Nice.
You know, and like we talked about, Jeff Martin, that right there put the heat on in the average, because that gives her about 6-7 seconds flat on 2, where the number 1 Cowgirl on 2 head is 18.5 on 2. Now, what I do like, Tiffany Algren, who's got that lead in the average coming in. She's hard to beat. She doesn't miss very many calves, but we'll see how it plays out. JC Fortier, Laurel, Montana next to go. 3.8 on 1 calf.
She comes in here with a little over $2,000 to start the weekend off. Third in Harlowtown, second at the Tobacco Valley Rodeo. Another one of the premier talents here today. Nice little catch right there. We saw Vance.
JC spends her off times working in the NRA office. Has always been here. She's been helpful behind the scenes of the finals for many years. Glad to see her back here competing. 3.3 seconds on the run.
It is. What a consistent pen of cattle it's been all 3 days of the Northern Rodeo Association finals, as you're getting to see here today. You know the importance of that, Vance. You know as well as I do. You don't get to pick them yourself.
Yeah, exactly right. Luck of the draw plays a factor. Boy, 2.4, 2.6, 3 flat, 3-1. Unofficial top 4 is Jessie Murillo, Great Falls, Montana, getting set to go. She was 2.9 on 1 head coming into tonight. And, a swing and a miss for her as well.
A little tough luck for her. She started the season off with a bang, as we saw her open up with a victory at the Conrad Whoop-Up Days. The very first Northern Rodeo Association rodeo we saw. And I tell you what, a little swing and a miss here tonight, so some tough luck for Jessie Murillo, Great Falls.
Quinn Briggs from Cardwell, Montana. The beautiful wife of Chase Briggs, many-time qualifier in the team roping. Quinn, growing up in the Idaho country, now making her home in beautiful Cardwell, Montana. She qualified in the number 4 position, bringing her into tonight.
Yeah,
she's picked up a first-place paycheck once already. She is 2.8 seconds on 1 head
She saw it be fast at that 2.4. As you mentioned, these girls are going to be gunning for it. It's the third and final round to give yourself an opportunity, not only a round, but get yourself secured in that average. As we see a little tough luck for right there.
Well, Jeff, she had nothing to lose. I like the game plan.
Yeah.
You don't qualify in the women's breakaway roping. As we watch the replay from the Wayland Tire, you don't make the finals in the top 10 without taking a chance. You got to keep your foot on that gas pedal all summer long.
Yep, you got to let it fly here. You know, splitting that Broadwater County Fair earlier, Jefferson County Fair and Rodeo. You'll hear us talk about the great organizations, the great committees that are part of the Northern Rodeo Association as we move on to our next breakaway roper here in Butte, Montana at the Northern Rodeo Association Finals, night number 3.
Well, Sierra Kunish, Helena, Montana, was 2.5, got a round win already so far. Then took a no time. So she's 2.5 on one head, but she's number 2 in the average, as turning in one of the fastest times of the rodeo. So right here, go duplicate that. That puts you 5 seconds on 2, and that puts a lot of heat to where that number one person that's roped 2 calves so far in that average. You know, granted, you've got to go catch one. In my opinion, one of the hardest things to do, and all you've got to do is go catch one.
She's one of those cowgirls that I tell you what, when the pressure gets turned up, she betters her game. I think it's only going to work into her favor here tonight. She's just that kind of competitor.
You know, and she's won all-around championships in the past. She's a barrel racing past champion. Sierra Kunish, you see the big, deep breath. Rides fantastic horses. That is no ordinary recreational vehicle underneath her, Jeff Martin.
It is a finely tuned animal athlete. There, watch it.
A great start. And oh, my goodness.
Went to fishing, and it worked here today. We're going to talk about that, Vance, but I tell you what, you got to smile from ear to ear just like I do, because you know what kind of competitor she is. As we're going to go to the Wayland Tire replay, talk me through it.
Well, you know, that calf a little sharper, tried to beat her to the right. She had to reach over there, and that loop just kind of come around right to left. And for her, fell on just right, clean around the neck. It's a qualified run at 2.9 seconds.
Yeah, the look says it all.
2.9, she's good on 2. So, you know, really had to secure her spot in that average, but had a pretty comfortable lead in the overall standings coming in. But that extra money in the round, extra money in the average is going to help secure a spot for her to get a trophy saddle. Number 1 cowgirl in the average is Tiffany Algren, Hysham, Montana.
She came in here second in East Helena, Tobacco Valley Rodeo. Helmville's What's Watch her go to work here tonight. Vance, a little tough luck.
Oh,
Tiffany, that's gonna shake up things in the average right here tonight. She was the number 1 cowgirl, as you spoke upon here. We're gonna watch what went wrong at the Wayland Tire replay.
Well, you just kind of see her getting rocked back in the saddle, and then she got stood up. She took that extra swing and was almost roping on the gain just a little bit right there. But again, that's the toughest throw, is when you just have to catch one. Congratulations, Michaela Fuller, 2.4, getting a round win. We're going to stick right here and go to the juniors. Our juniors getting an opportunity. They qualify all summer long to get to this finals as well with the adults. And the top 3 are featured in this third performance.
Yeah, what an opportunity is. We go to Tyler Barnett, Three Forks, Montana, another up-and-coming talent. You're going to watch us. You're going to hear us brag upon, you know, what a great opportunity. Night number 3, the Northern Rodeo Association. Not only they get the chance to be in front of their hometown heroes, this is a great opportunity for these young individuals.
Well, you said it. And this is an outstanding young man. Rodeos with his father and his brother. Tyler Barnett has worked really hard at his game in the breakaway roping. Super nice kid outside of the arena. And he's going to be first to go. He's no time in round number 1. It's 2 rounds and an average for the juniors in their finals. So some of them got to compete in Thursday night's performance, some last night, some then the rest this morning. Oh, reached a long ways. You know, and they had nothing to lose.
Yeah, you might as well. You know, like we just spoke upon, pressure, Vance, but I'm telling you what, that's not only going to help him here today, but it'll help him in the future for coming up here and being a competitor here at the Northern Rodeo Association Finals in year to come. So,
and the Wayland Tire replay showing it to you. He just kind of floated it out there, hoping that calf would run into it. Again, at no time in that first round, and they're chasing Dylan Johnson. Dylan Johnson he's just been on fire. He's in the lead in the all-around. He's in the lead in the breakaway. He's in the lead in the barrel racing. And Haven Wolstein next to go. The number 2 junior. She was also a no time in round number 1. Helena Cowgirl. This is another great competitor, though. Taking no time in first round. That's not going to phase her a bit. You see her nod her head, taking the money shot. That was the throw to take, but unfortunately that calf being off over there to the right. And the only rule in the juniors, the difference from the adults, is it has to pass over the nose. And so you're going to see right here, if it breaks away on a hind leg, it's qualified as long as it passes over the nose. And there's a beautiful little horn shot, but unfortunately going to be a no time in round number 2.
Yeah, we're going to go to Dylan Johnson coming up, and you and me have been talking about this young talent. You can see, we talk about pressure. This man feels none of it. Dylan Johnson, Belt, Montana, right in my hometown. I tell you what, I see a lot of this cowboy. If he's not roping, helping his dad and mom on the ranch, he's in the practice arena. He's handy.
A great example right there. He had his hammer cocked from the very beginning.
He doesn't waste any time. That's how he was raised around the ranch, and it was good. Fastest time I do believe we've seen all night. How about a 2.2 for the young cowboy from Belt, Montana? Amazing.
Wow, you saw it and you talked about it, Jeff Martin. Well, again, the action is continuing. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right after this.
We care about your safety. That's why we add a skunky, rotten egg smell to our natural gas to help you detect leaks. Natural gas is safe, but leaks can be dangerous. So if you think you smell a gas leak, follow our safety tips. Do not attempt to locate the leak. Do not use any electrical switches or appliances. Do not use open flames. Get out of your home fast.
And from a safe distance, call us at Northwestern Energy.
Together, we can deliver a bright future.
Opportunity is everywhere. That is why I love my job at Opportunity Bank of Montana. I get to help my neighbors with business and agriculture loans, including new equipment loans. I understand that people need a bank they can rely on. You see, I grew up here with the Eastern High Plains out our front door and the crazy mountains in our backyard. Come see me, Brandy, or one of my colleagues at Opportunity Bank of Montana. Your local bank, your opportunity.
Truck manufacturers these days are producing some pretty powerful trucks. That's why we designed the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire. It's built with stronger advanced compounds that hold up to tougher conditions. The Defender LTX MS has outstanding all-season traction and excellent fuel efficiency backed by our 70,000-mile warranty. So whether it's a working truck or you're hauling your snowmobile or boat, you'll get the most out of every mile. Turn to the experts to find the right Michelin tire for whatever you drive.
Whalen Tire. We know tires.
Welcome back again. Once again, I'm Vance Ruff along with Jeff Marn. Continuing on championship Saturday night, Butte, Montana. Tie-down roping times. You get a great look at the Montana quit line. Leaderboard in the tie-down. Jack Graham, it's a Jack Graham show. He's won both rounds, 18.4. He's in the lead for the average. Here we go. Dalton Carr starting us off, Manhattan, Montana. Past qualifier to the Northern Rodeo Association Finals, Jeff, and it's just been tough in the tie-down roping for him.
We talked about the 3 great rounds here in Butte, Montana. It's been a whale of a weekend, but tough luck to see our first tie-down roper, Dalton Carr, with the no time here to get us kicked off.
Well, and Jack Graham coming, into tonight, about $6,200, a little over that. He pretty much, I think, he has a lock-on deal.
Looking pretty good for Jack.
Looking really good. He's in the lead in the team rope, and he's in the lead in the all-around. We haven't seen that since Gerald Esch several years ago, where he won the Saddle Bronc bull riding in the all-around titles. We go to Sam Levine, past champion, Wolf Creek, Montana. Been a little rugged for Sam in the tie-down roping as well. Pair of no times, but don't count him out either. Oh, a quick catch.
There you go, Sammy.
This is where he makes up his time, right here.
He
gets him flanked, gets him tied.
Fast hands for Sam, come on.
Well, kind of a little gamble right there as he throws on 1 wrap and a half hitch.
I like where his head's at. As you saw him put a little slack in that rope right there. That calf has to remain tied for 6 seconds, folks. It looks good as he gets the nod from our officials here today. Time coming in.
11.5 on the run for Sam Levine. Just right there, that calf, it just took a little extra time, and then you can see him trying to run up the rope. Horse maybe not taking that slack out like he'd prefer, but You know, now they got to come and beat him, 11-5. I've
yeah.
seen stranger things happen in the final round.
Yeah, we saw him win Big Timber, Montana, won the Superior Lions Club Rodeo, and right here in Butte, Montana, took a big chunk of the change here with more tie-down roping. Welcome, everybody. Tuned in live to us, Northern Rodeo Association Finals. Vance Ruff, I'm Jeff Marn. It's been a whale of a rodeo so far, Vance.
Well, and thank you so much, part of the Mountain Rodeo Series. Opportunity Bank, Montana Tobacco Quit Line on board with us, Northwestern Energy, along with Wayland Tires. We are now going to Albert Koenig. I'm going to call sophomore season. He qualified last year, the first time in the Northern Rodeo Association Finals. He's a college student at Montana State University, and the youngster knows how to get your money in the tie-down rope. And he's qualified this January, be going to his first Montana Pro Rodeo Circuit Finals as well. Right now, out of the average as he steps in, he's got a quick catch. Up with the back two. Oh, he throws a wrap and a half on. I like the offense.
Yep. He's going at him tonight, Vance. Slacks it up. He's got to remain tied like we talked about for 6 seconds. This kid, I tell you what, Albert, was it a gambler, or did he kind of recognize that there wasn't much fight going on in that calf and said, you know what, this is the decision I'm going with? Does that ever cross your mind and when you're assessing the situation, Vance Ruff?
Yeah, right here as he strings. He gathers those back two. He can feel, is this calf going to take it or not? But really, I think in Albert's mind, he knew coming in, I'm going to put a wrap and a half on, and I'm going to be 8.6 seconds. And now he is in the lead for the round, 8.6. So, you know, it's a little bit of a feel thing. If he pushes on it a little bit, maybe you go with that second wrap. But if you've practiced it, you're home in the practice pen, you know exactly what you're going to do to it. Here's another guy I guarantee is going for a go-round. He's got a great calf tonight. This is Chase Mitchell, Shepherd, Montana. He's 10.2 on one head coming in, Jeff. You and I have talked about him all summer long.
Yeah, you know I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan of the Mitchells. I tell you what, his brother is a great bull rider. The Mitchell family up there in Shepherd, Montana. They got some rough stock cowboys, some timed event, but they both can do both, and that's what's great about these guys. I'm excited to see what Chase Mitchell's going to be doing. One Conrad, Montana, one Superior Lions Club, second of the Daniels County Fair and Rodeo. Let's watch it here today.
Well, a little bit of a horse change from what we've seen in the college season, as that had just completed a weekend ago. Chase got one, put him up, go ahead,
Put
finish.
it to him, yes.
Right there, you know, like we were talking about before, it was a feel situation for Chase. He knew things maybe were a little tighter. So he went ahead and put 2 wraps on. We're going to take it through that Wayland Tire replay. 11.5 seconds on the run. But he was a no time in round number 1. He came back last night, got a paycheck. So also getting too tied down and wait and see how the average works out, because he watched the breakaway roping like everybody else. Things can change. Great one for Chase Mitchell on 11-5.
As we talked about, the 1,050 for that average win here tonight. We'll see how that comes to play at the year-end championship. But I tell you what, like you mentioned, Jack Graham show, it's been all of that. As we go to George Marsenko of Havre, Montana. University of Montana Northern College talent, Canadian talent as well. Watch it. This could shake up the leaderboard in a quick hurry, Vance.
Well, I had an opportunity to talk to George prior to tonight's performance. He's got a great calf. He has a game plan. Jeff Martin, that is, he wants to win a go-round. Put more cash in the pocket. A brand-new father. George, oh, this could be fast. When they move to the right like that, he's got it around the neck.
Watch
George,
it, boys. Hey.
2 wraps and a half hitch.
Yeah.
Poor Hay.
That is called swagger right there when you get back to the AQHA horse and you're feeling good. We're going to see what the time comes up today, but I believe we're going to have a smile on the face here today.
8.9 seconds on the run, Jeff Martin. Great flank, catches that leg. I think, you know, just took him to the right, just maybe a little too far, and he went with the 2 wraps and a half hitch because he was 9-8 in the first round, then took a no time. So 8.9, he's in the money right now. Taylor Lytle, here's another rookie. Here's another freshman, first time to the Northern Rodeo Association Finals, young man from Cut Bank.
Now we talked about the great award and what an opportunity it is for Taylor right here. The Rookie of the Year standings. This man looking pretty good here today. Cut Bank, Montana, home of a lot of great athletes in our rodeo business, Vance Ruff. All right.
14.6 in round number 1. Opportunity here as he nods his head now. Got it on him.
Had a little bobble right there going to the calf. He's going to try to make it up on the ground.
Well, boy, I tell you, you can just kind of see one speed jam after another.
Yep.
But it's not easy for your first time coming into this building and the electricity. The final round. I think we're going to see a lot more of young Taylor.
Oh, you can bet your bottom dollar that's going to happen because with the background he is and his family, the opportunity to get around some of the best rodeo athletes in the world up there in the Cutbank area, the Chad Johnsons, the Dustin Birds, you can name it. They've been there, done that. Watch for big things.
13.2 on the run for Taylor, 13.2. Right now, just out of the top 4 is James Ramirez getting set to go. We've talked about this young man all summer long. College athlete, University of Montana Western. Graduated from Manhattan Christian High School and was recruited to play basketball for the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
While he was there, he's like, I've got time, I can do this. I'm a multi-talented cowboy. Went to Coach Ole Else a year ago and said, what's your like to keep rodeoing too? Heard rumors.
Yeah,
maybe it's going to have to focus one or the
some
other.
coach is coming in there and putting the clamp down on that because this big boy is a ball-playing machine.
You know, and another fine, outstanding young man is his father, Ed. Couldn't be prouder. He's got 2 young sons that he just loves, and it's great to see him.
He is a great competitor. Well said, my friend, as he's going for some more here today. Round number 3, it's a dogfight.
Well, you want to talk about athleticism. We talked about it. And if we get back to it, I'm going to show you again here coming up. What a great move of a young man. He's just hungry.
Yeah.
Little speed jam on the tie.
That calf not cooperating with him here today as you see him trying to get everything gathered up. We're going to watch that Whalen Tire replay. See how that calf kind of shifted over toward that panel over there, Vance, and things kind of went a little shaky from there.
Yeah, you know, that calf went right and the horse didn't. James compensated by making a heck of a shot over there to the right, but then this game is set up from the stirrup and didn't get him a clean go down the rope. Took a little longer to flank the calf. 15.5 seconds on the run for young James, but again, he's not done.
No, we're going to watch a big future, whether it be on the basketball court or in the rodeo arena. He'll be good as we go to one of the most talented all-around athletes in our rodeo business, Hank Hollenbeck, Molt, Montana.
You know, correction, a while ago I was talking about Taylor Lilo. He's 20.7 in round number 1, 14.6. So he was one of the first guys with the opportunity to get in that average. Now we're up into the top 3.
Yeah, Hank Hollenbeck, as we talked about, not only a great rodeo athlete, he's a businessman on his off time. So watch for big things for the all-around champ trying to defend his title here.
He just makes it look easy.
He is. He could throw you or me down just that quick, too.
But the youngsters have kind of put the heat on with the 8.6, 8.4. Hank Hollenbeck getting one done in 9.3. But it's, you know, again, he just keeps cashing paychecks.
Yeah, it's
the Whalen Tire replay, just a great calf. He knows it. Took the high percentage shot, but he sets it up from the stirrup to where it's just running down the rope, flank and tie, which Hank has done a million times.
Exactly. I tell you what, his dad had him started doing that from an early age, making runs like that in the practice pen and on the ranch.
So we go to Jade Gardner, win at Montana, 19.3 on a pair coming in. We have talked about him. He has been here before in a fight for a championship. And you want to talk about my coined phrase of a runaway bullet. That would go for Jade Gardner.
Yeah. He's got the shirt on. He's going to go for gold here today, I guarantee it.
Jade Gardner down there, you know, a little towards the bottom of the standings coming in, qualifying for another opportunity, but
oh boy. Vance, don't tell me it's so.
Just about the time.
But you you explained it perfectly there, though. The speeding bullet came out, and whatever it was going to be fast.
Exactly. He stood up, and just threw right in front of that calf. Just lost his target, maybe raised his eyes up just a little bit. But it was there or nothing.
Yeah.
And now the number one man. 18.4 seconds on two head coming in. He's got a pretty good little cushion. Jack Graham pretty much all but sealed the deal by jumping out and winning the first 2 rounds.
You can tell, I mean, it's not cockiness by any means, it's confidence, and this man has a lot of it. He's one of the nicest guys you'll be able to have a conversation with, but you can tell by just visiting with us the amount of confidence he takes into the sport, and I love it.
Well, I love watching him tie down rope. College rodeo athlete, Montana State University, Jack. He's got another one caught. They're not going to get away from him. Flanks good, up, cross and tie, and there you go.
Yes. There's a reason why I believe he's going to be coming out of the Northern Rodeo Association with a saddle, a buckle, and a big smile from ear to ear. Jack Graham's your man.
9.7 on the run. That pretty much
will seal the deal.
Sealed it up on the average as well. Well, right there, he could have almost run by that head, and he just slowed down, made sure he got that right leg in the right position, and just, it's been a great weekend. So stick around with us, ladies and gentlemen. More great rodeo action right after this. And we'd like to thank our affiliates, SWX regionally and Cowboy Channel nationally, if you're joining in with us.
Showing your rodeo royalty out there as well with us here tonight. As we go to one of my favorite events right now, the saddle bronc riding. Leading up today, it's Leroy Esch with 146.5 points. Brand Morgan with 143.5. Andrew Evagene, the number one man, follows closely in the number 3 spot in the average here today.
Weston Man, Sheridan, Wyoming should be the cowboy. Lounging around from Red Eye Rodeo, he was 66.5 points on one horse coming in.
Yeah, Weston Man comes in here today, as you talked about, some great, outstanding livestock lounging around from Red Eye Rodeo Company. He won East Helena, he won the Broadwater County Fair and Rodeo, won the Labor Day Rodeo there in Helmville. So here's another kid that gets tapped off of the right horse. You can see big time scores. Nice little look at this. Hey. Yes, I like it, Vance.
What a great way to start round number 3 in the saddle bronc riding.
We're going to get a good picture of our Wayland Tire replay coming right here. And you watch that good mark-out rule. We'll tell you about that. Right here, gets in timing. Boy, he's almost clicking iron in the back as he reaching up, trying to get a little halt. Nice little spur ride for the Wayland Tire replay. And Weston Man, the Sheridan cowboy, came in with over $2,000. And a 75-point marking coming up for Weston to get us kicked off in our saddle bronc riding here tonight, 75.
Well, Jeff Marn, how many times have we talked about this next young man? Jesse Cruz, the past world champion from Winston, Montana. And a matchup makeup face from Red Eye Rodeo.
Congratulations goes out. Invited a new individual into their family, him and Lindsay. So congratulations to those two. Jesse Cruz, world champion cowboy, in the number 1 position, not only around here in the Montana circuit as well, coming into tonight's performance. So he's been doing his share of rodeo this summer. It's good to see him healthy. Yeah, we talked about all-around talents. Here's one, I tell you what, came up through the collegiate ranks as well. He can tie down, he can team rope, and he can bull ride if he needs to. But the saddle bronc riding, he's a natural. He won Upper Yellowstone Roundup, Big Timber, Jefferson County Rodeo, Raleigh County Fair and Rodeo, Rocket RC. Here we go, world champ Jesse Cruz.
Well, Jeff Moore reaching out for it, putting on a spurring ride. However, we talked about the markout rule, the first element in the rough stock, advantage to the livestock with the markout rule, feet over the front points of the shoulder, first jump out of the chute. And they've got him on both sides, it looks like.
Yeah, as you look at that, a pretty good shot at him missing that horse out here tonight. He's fought off so many extensive injuries, as we talked about in his illustrious rodeo career. Just glad to see him back here today, and a no score comes up.
73 points.
Exactly, 73-point marking.
Well, Charlie Lytle, the saddle bronc riding director, the young man from Arlee, Montana, is matched up with Jacobs Rodeo, a horse they call Rimrock.
Charlie comes in with over $1,400 won when he started the weekend. Won the Mission Mountain Rodeo in the Northern Rodeo Association. As we get going, the Arlee Cowboy here, no stranger to the finals here many times, to the Northern Rodeo Association finals.
Well, 68.5 in round number 1. Not good enough for any money. No score in round number 2, but Charlie, open up. Wow, getting wild and western.
It is everything you said. Wild and western for sure for Charles. There'll be a no score. We're going to watch that Whalen Tire replay and show you what went wrong here. We talked about our animal athletes as well. Jacobs Rodeo, Big Circle, Red Eye Rodeo Company bringing us such an outstanding set of horses and bulls. Just couldn't get in time, and he saw him go right over the dashboard almost, double grabbing here when it got down to it. So a no score for that good cowboy, as he'll go on for bigger and better things in the new year of the Northern Rodeo Association.
Rolling some horses out, more of the top 10 coming at you in saddle bronc riding. Tyler Friend, we talked about this young man as well in the college rodeo ranks. Great Falls, Montana. What about this matchup? This is many-time Horse of the Year from Red Eye Rodeo Company, Double Stud.
Oh, what an opportunity right here. We've seen him be as high as, congratulations goes out to Chase Brooks, but this brings me back to a few years ago when Chase Brooks was 89 points on this animal right here. Chase Brooks qualifying in the 15th spot for his first NFR past champion of the Northern Rodeo Association. Here's Double Stud, some history. This is a great opportunity for Tyler Friend. Watch it. Keep it rolling, cowboy. I like it, Vance. I think he knew that, the opportunity was there and he needed to raise his game, because that horse is going to bring it each and every time.
Well, he's 75.5 points in round number 1. Got some money there. No score in round number 2. But a great shot from our Whalen Tire replay. Tell us about Double Stud.
Yeah, we talked about him many times. Northern Rodeo Association Horse of the Year. He kind of got caught up in that fence right there. Luckily, that horse got out of there unscathed as well, as you saw that. Could have been real severe, but he's up and he's okay. They're going to set him down. Scores are going to be coming in. How about it? An 81.5-point marking and a new leader, Vance Ruff. I like it. You can see by the smile, he likes it too.
And the crowd goes wild. The Butte Civic Center. Love the ride. Love the matchup. Tyler Friend, great job as we go to Cody Miller.
You know, go back and on that replay. Wow, you saw that back hoof go through that panel. We're just so thankful that animal athlete's up and okay. Cody Miller, round number 2 winner last night. Let's see if he can do it again.
Well, he's got a great one started. Setting his feet, lifting. Cody Miller from Pryor, Montana. That's Indian Paintbrush from Red Eye Rodeo. He was 77 points on one horse coming in.
Yeah, won round number 2. We're going to see if we can help him back to the pay window in round number 3 here. Cody looking pretty good. One Conrad, one Poplar, one Wilsall, one Eureka, Montana.
You know, first place paycheck in round number 1. I want to see how this puts it together. 79 points in round number 3.
Yeah, he's going to be a player.
He's in contention. He's the number 2 man coming into tonight. Well, I would say this is my favorite cowboy. My favorite cowboy has qualified to the NRA Finals. Doug Hall from Browning, Montana.
I was going to tell you to stop it, but you go on with yourself, Vance Ruff, because I'll be in line with you. One of my favorites of all time, the Dancing Dougie Hall.
Got an opportunity to talk to him in the lobby prior to tonight's rodeo, and just beaming from ear to ear. It's been a little rough. Maybe hasn't drawn as well as he'd like. Coming into round number 3, he likes this matchup locked and loaded.
You know, I read something that he posted about his war braids that he wears back there. There's a history behind there. We'll have to get him up here sometime to tell us about him. But what an outstanding ambassador for the sport of rodeo, because you couldn't get any better than Dougie Hall.
If there's a hospitality room or a VIP area, I guarantee, whether he has access or not, Doug Hall will work his way in there.
Well, I know you'll be there. Hospitality, Vance Ruff, it goes together. So
it goes great, and then I always get a run into Doug. Having just a little bit of trouble in that bucking chute, but he's waiting patiently. You've talked a lot about it. That all-important first move, as he nodded, that horse wanted to go down, but Doug handled it.
Keep it going, Dougie.
Oh, no.
You know, Doug's got a little hitch in his get-along right there. He's one tough cowboy. I tell you what, it goes back to the great Mouse Hall. You know, he's been around livestock and great bucking horses all his life. The Lunick family up there in the Browning area. You know, it's just a privilege to have him involved with our sport. Tip of the hat to my good buddy Dougie Hall.
Well, he came in with a score on 2 horses and an opportunity, but something went wrong right there with his shoulder. I hope he's all right.
Yes.
EMTs will get him outside and checked out. And no score in round number 3. And we're now down to the final 3. Let's go to McAllister, Montana. Brand Morgan getting set to go. Another college rodeo athlete from Montana State University. Dirty Smurf from Jacobs Rodeo.
The Dirty Smurf. Well, watch it, boys. I tell you what, this one, you talk about have some moves coming out there. We're going to watch this, how this plays into effect here. But one, you really want to get a good mark out on that first jump out. They're going to get him standing up, get that saddle set right. But going back to that leader, but this really changes things, as we saw that big time score a little earlier with the average race. We're going into the bronc riding with the number 1 man still to go.
81.5 so far, leading the round. You saw a 79, then a 75 and a 73 unofficial top 4 leaderboard. But yes, 143.5 points on 2 horses for Brand Morgan coming in. You've got to ride all 3 if you want that average.
Exactly. It's going to be a good one, and we can't wait to get it back into action here. 3rd performance at the Butte Civic Center Northern Rodeo Association Finals. Night number 3, championship night. Let's go. Oh, boy.
Brand has got his hands full, and he's handling it, Jeff Mark.
I like it. We talked about, we knew that horse was not going to be easy to twist here as we're looking on our notes here today. We loved the matchup, but knew it was not going to be a day off.
Jeff, take us through this Whalen Tire replay. What an outstanding bucking horseman. Maybe just a little bit of trouble getting it timed.
Exactly. We watch that mark out roll, because this horse right here, he's really quick, really hard to get in timing with. He's kind of shuffles his front end from them bronc riders is what they tell us. So right here, kind of toward the end, that horse covered a lot of ground too that didn't really help him not setting up. So Scores are going to be coming in as we get another score coming up to us. We'll get you filled in with the 61.5 points, as we talked about that horse covering way too much ground to be on the top of the leaderboard.
But we talked about it. He rode 3 horses. He's now the #1 man in the average,
which is so
with
important.
Only 2 to go. So you know he's going to win no less than 3rd in the average. But here's the fight. Andrew Evgene, 2. Montana, and a Big Circle bucking horse, Chick Flick.
He's been so close in past that I'm excited for him. I know the opportunity he's looking forward to. You can't draw it up any better. Night number 3, you got a championship, year-end championship up for grabs. He has an opportunity, a great horse. It's all in his hands right now, Vance. As soon as the gate comes open, dreams could come true for Andrew Evgene. It's been a long time coming for this cowboy.
Well, not of the resist stall. Horse stalling in the chute just a little bit. They're going to reset and regroup. Oh, he says no. Here you go, Andrew.
I love this horse, and I tell you what, things are looking good.
Wow.
And I do believe down there, we're going to watch that Whalen Tire replay. I believe they waved that free roll on him right out there. He had some trouble getting out when he nodded. They're going to mark him, Vance Ruff. Scores are going to be coming in, and I think that is just what he needed to do here today.
What is going through your mind when they're trying to close the gate and that horse turns his head and decides to go out?
Well, I know that what's going through my mind is that you just make sure that horse is getting a clear out to save himself and that horse from injury. He'll have an option for a reride, it looks like, but I doubt he will take it because that'll help him out with that 73 points comes up.
So 72 points on the score. Is that what I'm hearing? 72
okay,
with that option for the reride, but he's keeping the score.
He'll keep the score as we go down the line. We'll see how that plays for a year-end championship for Andrew Evgene. Leroy Esch is your cowboy, 4-time Montana. A champ that comes in here today, the veteran. We're going to see the other half of the Esch family coming in the bull riding, Gerald. Let's watch what Leroy can get done here tonight.
Well, Leroy's got a 3-point lead in that average. Oh, no, Jeff Martin.
Shake it up, would you? That is the dark alley from Big Circle, and there is exclamation marks on my notes for a reason.
Boy, Jeff Martin, Whalen Tire, look at the rear out, sets his feet. What happened?
You know, right there is what happened. It just looks like that really bothered him, that first jump out there. He never could get his feet set, get back in timing, spit him out of there. A no score for one of the good veterans of the bronc riding here tonight. So, folks, some outstanding bronc riding. We'll be back with more rodeo action coming up right after this.
Let me introduce you to the BF Goodrich All-Terrain TA KO2 tire. With technology designed to conquer the harshest terrain on Earth, the KO2 is BF Goodrich's toughest all-terrain tire ever. And now, that Baja-born toughness is ready for you. Whether you're at work or at play, take on your toughest road challenges with confidence. Turn to the experts at Whalen Tire to find the right BF Goodrich tire for whatever you drive.
Whalen Tire. We know tires.
Out here, we love our animals, from the wildlife to the livestock. Inside, it's the same. They're just like family. We keep them happy and healthy, most of the time. Secondhand smoke puts pets at risk for cancer, feline lymphoma, vomiting, increases the risk of tumors and lung cancer, even causes eye and skin disease. Secondhand smoke puts your pet's life at risk.
Well, you know, here at Copper Spring Ranch, for the last few years, I think a lot of people have thought that we're just in the horse business and we have barrel races on the weekend, but we're actually a pretty multifaceted place. We do all of our farming, we produce our own hay, we raise our cattle. You know, we're a real ranch here. Stalls, hookups, our buildings are fantastic, and it's all due to the generosity of Karen Gilhausen, of course. To manage this ranch and take care of such a wonderful facility is an honor and a privilege to me.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Vance Ruff, along with Jeff Martin. A great look at our crowd as they are stretching a little bit. The barrels are getting set up. Tate Rhodes leading them in a little sing-along. Jeff, What a great third round.
You know, it is. It's what we thought it would be coming in here tonight. We saw on paper and all the races, that was going to come right down to the wire, and that's exactly what it's going to be. Ladies barrel racing coming in. Look for another race here, Vance Ruff. Don't count out Shelby Rasmussen, Shea McDonald, Tammy Jo is going to come in riding hot. It's going to be great.
Well, Shea McDonald has had a great final so far. She's had a great season.
Yeah.
And she's come in with a pretty good lead. I'm not sure.
It's probably not going to happen there, but Tammy Jo comes in with a 29.78, leading the average. As we go right down the line.
And this is Tammy Jo Carpenter, Kalispell, Montana. Round number 2. Leader in the average. Hurry, Tammy Jo.
You talked about her. She's one of the premier talents for a long time of the ladies' Northern Women's Rodeo right here.
14.96, Jeff Marn. 14.96. I like it.
We talked about Shelby Rasmussen coming in. Bozeman, Montana. Took a paycheck last night. She's feeling good. I think she's riding the good horse Lucy here tonight, so look for good things to be happening here. Watch the leaderboard get shaken up. Shelby Rasmussen, Bozeman, Montana. Another Montana State University talent. Going to be entering our arena in moments.
You know, past champion in 2016, also an all-around champion. She's in that all-around race. So more money in the round. She can't safety up. She's not. Round number 3. Oh, Shelby, it's okay.
Stay up there. Stay it up there. Nice. What a run right there. Rubbins racing.
15.10, I believe, on the run.
15-10, unofficially the time coming back up to us. 15-10 for Shelby.
A great shot from the crew here at the Civic Center as they hand rake each barrel on every run, keeping the ground good as it can be inside the buildings. We go to Sealy Salmon from Shoto, Montana. 30.10 on 2 runs coming in to the third round. That's third in the average.
Yeah, we were talking about all-around talents, and it's hard not to bring up her name in any conversation when you're talking about ladies in that all-around race and in the barrel racing as well. She's a great horse trainer, great athlete.
15.3 seconds on the run for Sealy. She's staying in that hunt in the average. Right now, Tammy Jo Carpenter, if you're going to win the average, go win the final round, and they can't get you. Miley Daly, Prairie, Montana, also a past champion.
Yeah, Miley comes in here. Prairie, Montana cowgirl. Took a bunch of money out of East Helena, Montana. You get to see her mother coming up a little bit later. Family tradition there.
Got some money in round number 2. Kind of got the mojo going. Brought the family. The whole family is here with them this weekend as usual. She's an all-around talent, all-around champion. Qualifying in the number 10 position, however, this year in the ladies barrel racing. But you want to talk about horse trainers as well. Her and her mother spend a lot of time in the saddle. You see them racing in from outside. Barrel number 1 is good. Cruising around number 3, keeping them standing. Nice run. The tight pattern inside the Civic Center. 15-11 on the run. 15-1-1. Right now, third place in the round.
Yeah.
Tammy Jo still leading the way, but here comes the number 1 cowgirl, Shea McDonald.
Yeah. You know, an amazing 10 top 2 finishes for the year for Shea McDonald. When she started the weekend with over $8,900 won, she's only added to it, Vance Ruff. We've talked about it. 10 top 2 finishes. She's an amazing talent with an outstanding horse underneath her. Look for night number 3 to be no different.
Well, look at this average coming in. 8 of the 10 girls, all 30 seconds, 0.54 to 29.78, and that's the top 8.
Yeah, it's going to be a horse race.
Pull off a round win here. That can move you up some notches in that average possibly.
Well, a nice, consistent run there for the number 1 lady coming in. The Gardner, Montana. Cowgirl.
15-20. Jeff Marn, 15-2-0. Probably not going to move her up far enough in that average, but again, we talked about her lead coming into tonight. Probably got things sewed up.
Yeah, back up the truck. We're going to load a saddle in it tonight. It's going to say champion as we go to Gayleen Malone, Prairie, Montana. The mother-daughter combination we talked to, Miley Daly's mother, Gayleen Malone, now up. Many-time qualifier for the Northern Women's Rodeo Association Finals here tonight. And I like it. You talk about a horse trainer. You know, she is a jockey as well. Not only can she go home and train on them and get another winning barrel horse, but she can go ahead and win on them once she does get them tuned up and ready for action.
Well, this is her good horse, B. She was deciding earlier before the rodeo whether to ride the young one or ride the veteran. She chose the veteran.
I like it.
Getting some money on Saturday night.
Yeah, 15.20 coming up. 15.20 on the time for Gayleen.
Very, very competitive barrel race in the Northern Rodeo Association. We go to Taylor Russell from Conrad, Montana. 30.69 on 2 runs coming in as well. Taylor Russell, no stranger to getting your money in the barrel racing.
Yeah, took a bunch of money out of Rice River Stampede in Shelby, Montana. Second in Ennis. Second, third split in Harlowtown. That's how she kind of made some of her biggest end of the money coming into the weekend.
2013 champion, and she did it at a very young age. She's not very old still.
Yeah, she's got some horsepower underneath her here today as well. She's going to be heading for number 3, and she's going to have a fire underneath her looking pretty good as we're going to go back down to stopping the clock here today.
20-81 with 1 tip barrel.
Yeah.
But you know, again, another young lady had nothing to lose.
No.
Come in, try to wrap them tight, try to set an arena record.
That's all you can do is gun for number 1 as we keep it going with another veteran, Mikkel Fleming, Warden, Montana. Another past champ as we go. 30.54 coming into the weekend to the to the third performance actually for Mikkel.
Came in the number 7 position to start the weekend. She got some money out of go round number 1. Some more money in round number 3. She'll sure will help the cause. Put a little more fuel in that truck. So far, good around number 2. Number 3 is still standing. Mikkel Fleming is hustling across the timeline. 15.13.
15.13 for that talent we've seen for so many years, taking the money.
Still a 14.96 leading the way. 15.10, 15.11, 15.13 rounds out the top 4. As we're going to Three Forks, Montana. Here is a many-time junior champion that has now moved up into the ranks of the ladies. The Three Forks Cowgirl, Taylor Moykins, little tough luck. She's 39.97 on 2 runs. Don't count her out.
No, this is the future that we're talking about. You heard us brag upon the young Cowboys in the breakaway. Now we're going to talk a little bit about this one. Here's another future superstar, Taylor Moykins. One Big Timber, Montana, second in Tobacco Valley Rodeo up there in Eureka on this good-looking Palomino AQHA horse. As she rounds number 3, we're going to help her home.
I like it. When she was in a fight just last December, qualifying to the Junior National Finals Rodeo, and 1 tip barrel kept her from winning it. And she just took the lead in the round at 14.87.
She shook up the leaderboard, 14.87. I love it.
14.87 for the youngster Taylor Moykins, and 1 to go. Becky Fusen, Conrad. Also a little tough luck in the first couple of rounds, 36 and 46 on 2 head coming in. The final ladies barrel racer. Can we be 14.7?
Yes. You know what? Becky's won. You don't want to sleep on here because I tell you what, she's won a championship here before. She can do it again. Conrad, Montana Cowgirl, 36.46 coming into tonight's performance in the average. Let's help her stay clean around number 3.
Boy, Jeff Martin, just a good smooth run. A little wide on 3 right there, though.
Yeah.
Ladies in the barrel racing just wrapped up. Becky Fusen stopping the clock at 15:46, but it was Taylor Moykins winning round number 3. And now it's time for the juniors, and that's exactly where she came from, winning the last few championships before she had to graduate on into the big girls. This right here.
Dylan Johnson, this is the man that we talked about, not only in the breakaway, but I tell you what, a trainer, round number 3 in the barrel racing here coming home. Not only horses, this guy, I tell you what, if you're looking for a good pony train, talk to Dylan Johnson. He'll set you up.
15:37 on the run for Dylan. He's good on a pair. He was 15:29 in round number 1. He's in the lead. The breakaway, the all-around, the barrel racing. It's going to be a big celebration in Belt, Montana.
It is. Well, his mom, Donna, and Dave, his dad, I tell you what, pair of guys that sacrifice a lot of their time to be a part of this great Northern Rodeo Association.
Well, these are the top 3 juniors getting a chance to go in the performance. Rachel Ward from Phillipsburg, 15.4 on her first run. We got another good run going on, Jeff. The big black horse striding out in this little pin, the small pattern, but she's making it work. She's going to stop the clock.
You know, it looks like it could get a little deeper out there, but actually, Vance, as we saw that ladies barrel racing progress there, it got faster toward the end there. So I don't know if that ground just gets a little more compact at the end. Looking good, though, as we keep on with the
15:54 for Rachel, and we're down to the last one. Brooklyn Bockel from Clyde Park, 16:05 on her first run.
Here we go.
Got the rodeo shirt going around number 2. Looking good, Brooklyn.
Oh, it's good to see. Help her home, and they're going to here in Butte. Never lack of crowd appreciation, folks.
Brooklyn Bockel, 15:53. But how about Dylan Johnson and the juniors? Junior barrel racing complete as the crowd is still having a great time on Championship Saturday night.
We'll be right back right after this.
Opportunity is everywhere. That is why I love my job at Opportunity Bank of Montana. I get to help my neighbors with business and agriculture loans, including new equipment loans. I understand that people need a bank they can rely on. You see, I grew up here with the Eastern High Plains out our front door and the crazy mountains in our backyard. Come see me, Brandy, or one of my colleagues at Opportunity Bank of Montana. Your local bank, your opportunity.
Bareback riding takes a special kind of person. It takes somebody that's willing to deal with all odds against them. It's the most physically demanding event in rodeo, and there are a lot of guys that chew tobacco, and I've seen my friends have the start of cancer in their lip and they change it from top to bottom rather than quitting, and I've run across guys who have to push a button to speak to me because they've gotten throat cancer, and it takes a special person to ride a bucking horse, and if you can do that, then you can kick the habit of chewing. In rodeo, you never back down from a challenge, so I challenge you, quit chewing today.
Whether you live in town, out on the farm, or a cozy cabin nestled in the woods, wherever you call home or choose to locate your business, Woodpecker Technologies has great options for your high-speed internet. Based in Montana, we provide quality service to communities and businesses throughout the state. For high-speed internet anywhere, call Woodpecker Technologies at 406-461-1941 or visit us online at woodpeckertech.com.
Now we're back. I'm Vance Ruff along with Jeff Marn.
Oh, it is good to see here. I tell you what, it's heading and healing time as some of the best are here at the Northern Rodeo Association Finals. Team roping time, Vance. Talk about this race. This is where it gets down to the nitty-gritty.
You know, we talked about Jack Graham. Let's talk about him again. As you see the quick shot of the leaderboard in the average, it's Travis Nichols and Corey Mitty. 6-7 in round 1, 6 flat in round 2, and 1:27 on 2. 12.7 on 2 coming in. So they've got a little bit of a good cushion from the veterans right there. It's Cal Fuller and Ryan Zurcher getting set to go. The young gun, Cal Fuller, was just a couple of years ago getting a couple of titles in the Northern Rodeo Association, and the veteran Ryan Zurcher picking up the heel shot, but we see the laundry on the ground back at the barrier. We're going to have to add 10 seconds. 5-second penalty for one hind leg. 4-6 plus 15, 19-6.
Well, 19-6 as we get the next team coming in moments here. Watching the replay, coming back. Though, I mean, talk it through us right here, Vance. You see that one leg kind of got jarred up right there in that corner with no room. That header couldn't quite help him as much as he wanted to on that run. But
well, and a team that had absolutely nothing to lose. They were no time in rounds 1 and 2. Came in going for it. You're going to push that line a little bit. You're going to push that heel shot a little bit. And unfortunately broke the barrier and roped one hind leg as we go to Sean Bissett, a past champion, and another past champion, Sid Spoor from Cody, Wyoming.
Yeah, you want to talk about a team that'll shake up the leaderboard. They're right here. These guys, in any level of competition at any given time, can be in the number 1 spot just like that.
Well, we saw them win around in Pendleton, Oregon. Big pro rodeo there, but they just kind of been snake bit at the NRA Finals this year. In round number 1, a great head catch. Steer kind of washed out and fell down right as Sid tried to heal him. And it's coming back in round number 3. It's a great shot from Waylon Tyre. Good at the line, but you see him just pick up them front leg with that figure 8 coming around pretty low there, and that's going to be an automatic no time.
So back to the leaderboard we go here one more time as we talked about Jack Graham. We'll bring it up to Greg Goggins of Billings, Montana. Shane Bissett now of Great Falls.
You know, Shane Bissett, many-time qualifier, and he's got a good partner in Mr. Goggins. Shane qualified the number 7 position coming in. He won the championship in 2009, 2011, 2014. So you know he knows how to win not only go-rounds but also championships. Unfortunately, not the guys to beat in the average.
Yeah.
And tonight, it's going to be another no time.
A little tough luck right there. As you talked about Shane, the great veteran here, riding out of our arena, watching the replay, Vance. A little tough luck on that heading side coming in today. They knew they had to be fast because it's going to get that way.
That steer just took one step to the right just as Greg was trying to set up a left-hand move and give his heeler a quick shot. And unfortunately not going to fit on the head side. As we go to Jace Bishop, Chris Barthelmess. Been roping together for a few years now, and I like this team. The youngster Jace on the head side from Malta, Chris Barthelmess on the heels. 12.4 on one head coming in. So again, another team, opportunity to go at that $700 a man in a round. Then you end up with 2 captured. They're 12.4. If you're pretty fast right here, you never know. Might sneak in the bottom end of that average championship, but a little bit of pride on the line right here is Jace. High percentage headshot, but Chris not going very far.
Clean it up. Show me the money for the run like that. That's what we've been waiting to see here today. I like it. And a 6.3, I believe, coming in for the time tonight. 6.3. A little bit of patience there and the healing side. You saw him just mop it up perfectly right there, Vance.
Boy, not an easy shot either when you kind of get into that fence right there. And the first smooth run of the night, and they're in the lead at 6.3. Once that ice is broke, this is where we're going. JR winner, Victor, Montana. The Stevensville Cowboy.
Yeah, Stevensville Cowboy, he's won. You know, we talked about JR a little bit in our opening there. And, you know, a guy that can go ahead and get the money each and every time. He nods his head. As we're going to go back again.
Well, and a veteran. He's many times he qualified to the Northern Rodeo Association Finals, but boy, right there, that rope went to running on him. A little tough luck, and it's going to be a no time. Yeah, we're 12 seconds flat on one head coming in. So again, nothing to lose. Go for broke. Good at the line right here, and you see him take that extra swing, but just right there, couldn't get his slack.
Yeah.
Part of that affected the Dally, and
didn't give Seth much a chance on that healing side, so some tough luck right there.
But here is going to be my pick of the night.
Okay.
Not been a great rodeo for this veteran team.
I would recommend not doing that. I've heard you curse way too many teams.
Jason Carlson, 2 Montana. Zach Schweigert, Livingston, Montana on the heel side. A team to be reckoned with. They've roped one steer in 4.8 seconds and a no time on their other steer.
Yes, I like it. Here we go. Watch it, guys. I tell you what, he could go to work, and he does.
Flag still in the air. They've got to get him faced up and tight.
Oh, he does not.
Boy, that was unfortunate.
We're going to go through that replay, Vance, because I tell you what, we couldn't quite see that angle until it got back on that board right there. Our wheel and tire replay is going to show us up close and personal what went wrong here on the.
Well, and you can see Jason's horse was headed out, and he did a good job of getting him caught over there, but then he gets trapped up, and you can see that nothing is faced up and tight and square, and the veteran Ray Buffington,
he wasn't gonna let it slide.
Slipped the leg and a 5-second penalty.
So more great team roping action. Chance Parody, the British Columbia Canada Cowboy, and the veteran Rich Carpenter back into the boxes here today.
Well, qualifying into the rodeo, start of Thursday night in the number 6 position. No paychecks yet, but this is one of the first teams with 2 steers captured.
The young gun.
23.1 on 2. Got a head catch.
Watch
Richard
it.
Carpenter's
Yes.
money.
You are not going to see any better cleaner coming into the heeling end right there. A nice little effort. 6.4, I believe, came in for the time. 6.4. Rich Carpenter licking his chops right there when he saw that head catch, Vance.
Well, and he knew he was going to have a great opportunity to be able to take an extra swing over that steer's back, make it a great heel shot. 6.4 is going to put him number 2 in the round right now. And they, more importantly, are in the lead for the average. 6.4. And we're going now. Jake Plagemeyer, Dalton Carr getting set. Dalton, another one of our all-around talents, qualified in 2 events, Manhattan Cowboy. They've got 2 captured, Jeff Marn, so getting this one stuck. Jake, get something.
Yeah, we're going to add a 5-second penalty to it with that one leg catch on the heeling side.
10.7 plus 5, 15.7.
Yeah, some tough luck right there.
They were 16.9 on 2, so 15.7 puts them in that 31 range. They're now second in the average as we go to Jack Graham. Lakeview, Oregon, headside. Sam Levine, the Wolf Creek Cowboy.
This is interesting to me. You see these guys both in contention for all-around championships, number 1 and the number 3 spots coming in. Jack has taken control, I believe, of that quite handily here today. But I mean, have enough camaraderie to go ahead and team rope with each other and both root each other on. It is great to watch this. Jack Graham, Sam Levine.
Well, and they've placed in both rounds, Jeff Marn. They've gotten money so far, and Sam wants some more. Another snappy run.
That was a Wolfie heeling catch right there from Sam Levine. He came at him. Watch the hunger in these 2 young guns' eyes. Watch it. Turns him around, gives him a shot, and Sam Levine licks his chops and says, "Show me the money."
5.5. They just went to the lead in the round, leading the average. There's only one team to go. The number 1 team in the average. Travis Nichols on the head side, the veteran NFR talent. Corey Mitty on the heel side. The rodeo coach, University of Montana.
Coleman Collective Corey, we'll call him here today. Corey Mitty, heeling side, past Wrangler National Finals rodeo qualifier as well. Here's a team, like you said, this might be my favorites coming in to here. This could be where it's all said and done.
Well, they've placed also in both rounds. Opportunity, got another catch, and that's the veteran move right there by Corey Mitty. There were 12.7 on 2. 6.2 seconds in round number 3, Jeff Marn. I'm going to go out on a limb, and at 18.9, there is your average winners.
Businessman run right there, and also just put it to 6.2. We'll be back, folks. It's bull riding coming up right after this.
And we're back to the action here at the Butte Civic Center, Butte, Montana. I'm Vance Ruff, along with Jeff Martin, and we are looking for the rowdiest fan of the night, giving away a little ribbon chop.
Yeah, that is what dreams are made of, or nightmares. I'm not sure.
Made new friends. Well, it has been great so far. Exactly what we predicted. Great rodeo action in the championship round. 3 big rounds and an average, and final event of the day.
Yeah, it's going to be bull riding, and I tell you what, there's a young man that's been waiting for this opportunity, well, since about a year ago, where he came up a little short for a championship, but he made sure, as we look at the leaderboard right here, the Montana quit line, Garrett Lesh comes in with 139.5 in the average, followed in there by Tanner Terrio, 79, Quinn Greeno, 77.5, Tyler Torin, the young gun, who won round number 2 with the 76.5, followed in there closely with the 73.5 by Connor Murnion. It's bull riding time. We've got 2 of the best bullfighters anywhere around the business. Sylvan Lacrosse, Cody Morris, our Cowboy Sabres here.
Well, getting the crowd fired up. We're warming up a bull rope. Michael Cruz, Miles City, Montana. And it's a big circle rodeo bull. Big block.
Yeah, you know, Michael, it's good to see this cowboy back. I know earlier in the summer he was fighting off some injuries. He was excited to get back into action here. Excited to make the Northern Rodeo Association Finals, and Michael Cruz has his hands full here tonight. Another great matchup, big block from Big Circle Rodeo Company.
As we look over that leaderboard, Peyton Fitzpatrick from Polson, it is about a $1,600 lead coming into tonight. But he's 72.5 points in round number 2. He's bucked off in round 1. As we're set to go.
Okay. Nice patience right there. Look at Michael Cruz. Hey. Boy, I mean, I'm really impressed. May not have been the rankest bull ride I've ever seen, but I tell you what, we're going to watch the Whalen Tire replay, and I'll show you what I was most impressed with about that first jump out. Watch this. The shake, the shuffles, the rolls, the twists right here. Fakes one way, and it says, not tonight. I'm going to go around the other. Michael Cruz shuffles his hips over, stays square, reaches for that front. Scores are coming in, Vance Ruff. It's going to be pretty nice little bull ride.
Yeah, 73 points for Michael Cruz. That is the ride he's been waiting for. 73 is going to set the pace in round number 3. And we talk about that. We're talking about Peyton Fitzpatrick, talking about that average. One guy has ridden 2 bulls. So he was 72.5. If Peyton can come out, got a great draw tonight, and put on a good bull ride, get up into those 80s, more average money will help seal the deal on a championship. So we go to Clayton Algren for Grass Range.
Exactly. Clayton Algren, though, comes in here. He knows what he has to do. He has to win the round, of course, here tonight, be a big-time showing on one of the young up-and-coming talents from Red Eye Rodeo, Grass Range, Montana. He's already got a championship saddle in the buckle. Former Northern Rodeo Association champion, Clayton Algren. Won 3 Forks, Montana, won the Broadwater County Fair and Rodeo. And let's see what he's got done here tonight. 7-11 Guru from Red Eye Rodeo Company. Nice. Hey. Nice. Cody Morris.
In a row. If we come out on championship Saturday night in fine form or not.
This is what we wanted to see here today. Past champion showing you shades of his past self here today. Man, he's just giving and taking in bull riding. That's what it takes right there. You see what I mean by that? Breaking over at the hips, giving in there, letting that bull pack him around, making the moves he needs to. Scores are going to be coming in. I like it.
Wow, the judges liked it as well. 84 points on the ride. He is in the lead for the round, Clayton Algren. Riley Bard's getting set to go. Louisville, Idaho, and this is a Big Circle Rodeo bull swap and paint.
Yes.
Very rider friendly here. I like this bull. Guys can ride him. If you can make the 8-second whistle, they're going to score you up. You're getting the money.
Well, I know you had the opportunity to see this young man down in Ennis, Montana, where he took the #1 spot over the 4th of July. So we don't get to see him as much as we like to, but I tell you what, Riley's one of them kids that they said keep an eye on him, an up-and-coming talent in the Northern Rodeo Association. Swap and paint. like you said, one of these guys, an up-and-coming young bull as well. So Saturday night, you're going to get to see some of the top-notch bulls that we're going to get to see. Bull of the Year, the number one guy in the Northern Rodeo Association, coming up against the Bull of the Year of the Northern Rodeo Association. That's going to be a matchup you'll have to wait. Riley, the young man coming up to us right now.
You know, picked up a fourth-place paycheck in round number 1, bucked off in round number 2. But again, we talk about only one man, only 2 bulls covered. That average could pay dividends for a young man in round number 3 by getting 2 bulls covered.
Exactly. I like it. He's about getting set as he's taking the wrap, about to slide ride and look for that piece of that pie in the third and final performance here in Butte, Montana at the Northern Rodeo Association Finals.
Getting wild and electric. We've seen 2 great bull rides so far. Excited. I want to see them all ride tonight.
Well, the opportunity is now. Yes. Well, I love it, Vance. Look at this. Swap and lead changes on the young gun from Louisville. He likes it. Tell you what, the guys brought their riding breeches tonight. So we're going to go back to the replay. Just a really nice bull ride. That bull kind of got bunched up in that start, but right around the corner, away from his hand, sitting up, reaching up in the front, staying square, not panicking, just making it look really good. Picture perfect moves right there. I like it. Bull had a lot of kick till about that 6-second mark, kind of found his spot and headed out. And a 77-point marking for the good Cowboys, 77.
Well, Kelly Murnion is back, the Jordan, Montana Cowboy, and I like Greg Gopher from Red Eye Rodeo.
Well, you talked about Kelly Murnion in the college ranks. We saw his brother. He'll be up here coming up a little bit later. He's got some money in the rounds, so watch for Kelly to be a big player. Kelly comes in here, 1 Conrad, 1 Weibo.
70.5 on round number 2. He was bucked off in round number 1, but another man who's very capable, and you and I have seen him do it at rodeos all summer long, as well as the college rodeos. And I'll tell you what, Jeff Martin, what we've seen in the college rodeo season that just wrapped up a weekend ago, Kelly Murnion is on fire.
Yes, he is. Mr. Consistent that's what I like. And you win a lot of money if you're consistent in bull riding, as he slides up there, getting a mean look on his face, about to call for it here tonight. Hey, yes. Oh, boy, Vance Ruff. You and me would have lost a lot of money if we were into the gambling business, because we'd have gambled a lot.
Too close for me to call. I'm looking down to the field officials, but Jeff, take us through this replay. This may be a little over adjustment right here.
Yeah, you see how he's in there right there, kicking in there, trying to loosen up a little bit, and just got the best of him, it looked like, on there. And a no score for the good Cowboy, Kelly Murnion. Well, you were talking about this matchup, and I couldn't wait for it as soon as we saw it on paper, Vance. Talk about this.
Well, Peyton Fitzpatrick, an opportunity. He was so close a year ago, and he came out in 2018 on a mission. And what a better way to crescendo the number 1 man in the standings coming in. 72.5 points earlier in the rodeo, but only on 1 head. Nods his head. This is the bull of the year, little big man from Big Circle Rodeo. Oh, an adjustment. Oh, no.
You know, I'm awful proud of that young individual down there right now. I know how bad he wanted to ride that bull and captivate an outstanding year in the Northern Rodeo Association Finals, but I tell you what, he's one of my favorite bull riders going up and down the road, not only for his love of the game of bull riding, but his faith in the way he holds himself outside the arena. He's one to look up to if you're an up-and-coming bull rider.
Well, hits the ground too soon and a no score for the number 1 man. We'll see how it shakes out as we go now to Connor Murnion.
You know, Connor kind of reminds me of old school. bull riding, and that's what I like about it. It's dirty, tough, grit, hold on. Jordan, Montana style bull riding. Buffalo, the bull underneath him. The Murnian family, their father was a Wrangler National Finals rodeo qualifier. Mother, a great barrel racer. Brother, you just saw him moments ago. This is Connor's turn to shine.
73.5 points in round number 2. Got him some money. Maybe got that mojo going. Buffalo, a good matchup.
Hey, I like it. Look at this. Oh, Vance, you know, it's fun to get to come to this and watch these guys try their hearts out. Another great bull riding, another great out by another great bull. Replay is going to show us. You better sharpen your pencils up. He just made a bull ride paychecks are made out of on a Saturday night.
Putting the scores together, 50 points for the rider, 50 points for the bull.
That was awesome. They are taking their time to get it, but it might be worth it. As you heard it, Vance Ruff, let's put him right up there at the top to share the leaderboard with an 84-point marking.
You know, and more importantly, too, covered 2 bulls. He was 73.5, now an 84. He's in the lead for the average. So we're getting set to go with Tyrell Torin from Kalispell, Montana. Montana Livestock from Red Eye Rodeo. Jeff, championship Saturday night. We're riding Buckingham.
Yes, and here's another one. You can jump all over that leaderboard. They saw this kid win round number 2, like you mentioned. Another high school talent. This bull's been around for a long time and making great outs like that as you have some tough luck for the young gun from Kalispell, a no score.
Jeff, take us through this replay right here. Montana Livestock, you've seen this bull a lot.
Yes, that is his tracks right there. Around the corner, lickety split, and it just looks like he got a little outside there, couldn't shuffle back, maybe loosened up, reach for that front, but you know what? Tip of the hat to that young gun. I know he's happy for what he's accomplished so far this weekend, but a no score here right now.
Well, a great shot of our 2 bullfighters as we're down to the final 3 contestants for the NRA Finals in the bull riding in 2018.
As you mentioned, 2 of the greatest bullfighters we get to see all year long get voted in by the Cowboys, so you get to have your favorite guys protecting out there, and that's what's nice to see. Sylvan Lacrosse, Cody Morris. Here's a man, his father is a world champion bareback rider by the name of Deb Greeno. We're going to go to the son, Quinn Greeno now, Bozeman, Montana, Little Casino.
Oh, great Big Circle Rodeo bull. Got some money in round number 1. He's covered 1 bull, 77.5 in that round. Quinn riding another one. Oh, it's not looking good.
And I'm going to have to go back to the Whalen Tire replay in moments here to see exactly what went wrong. It looked like his feet were bouncing a little bit, and I don't know if he was figuring on having that bull go into a tighter spin, and he was going to go ahead and give him some money chops right there, but he watch that other side, and can't get a real good great, but that foot was sure bouncing, and I'm not even so sure he didn't break a rowel or something, because he dang sure didn't have a hold on that inside foot, popped him out of there, and a no score.
Now we're down to 2. Tanner Terrio, Townsend, Montana, has got a red-eye bucking bull they call Dr. Scott. He was 79 points on 1 bull coming into championship round.
You've heard me talk about this kid. What I think is I think he should rodeo a little bit more, maybe get on a few more bulls, because I think he's got talent coming out of his ears. We saw him win a round.
Won the first round with that 79, then bucked off in round number 2. But again, only 1 man has covered 2 so far.
Exactly.
An 80-point or higher bull ride here really catapults him up into the top of the average. Kind of puts the heat on Gerald Etch. You cannot fall off of your 3rd bull. They're not going to give you these averages. They're not going to give you these championships. And really going to take some time to sort all this out. Can Peyton hold on?
Yeah.
Peyton coming in the lead. Clayton Algren is right behind him in the standings. And Clayton right now splitting 1st and 2nd in the round with that 84-point ride. But Clayton only has 1 bull covered. So average right now has to play out here. Right now only 2 guys have covered 2 bulls.
Well, we'll see what that's going to do with the number crunching in moments. Tanner Terrio coming up. We talked about the toughness it takes in bull riding. We watched this cowboy. It's been about 1.5 years since this man was in a bull riding accident, ripped his ear completely off. The crazy thing is he got it sewed on that night. The next night, he won about $4,000. That's the mental capacity right there. He's got mental toughness. He's making a bull ride.
That was an outstanding move from Tanner Theriault.
He's probably not going to jump all over that leaderboard, but I'm going to tell you what, if they were paying on effort, watch this replay. Because I'm telling you what, he was bucked off 3 or 4 different times, like you mentioned, Vance Ruff. Feet were starting to shuffle, got bowed in there, loosened up, kicked it out, willed himself right back on top.
That is the effort on Championship Saturday night. Waiting for the scores to come in. 74.5, Jeff Martin, 74.5. Put that with his 79. Averages can play a part. Gerald Esch, Trego, Montana knows how to win them. He's got a big circle bull they call Nixon. I like the matchup. He's 139.5 points. He's the only man to cover 2 bulls coming into Championship Saturday night.
And he's no stranger to saddles, to buckles when it comes to this position. I know he'd love to add another average buckle right here tonight. He is one of my favorites to watch coming in there. Just a way like he comes in, just really calm. You could go have a cup of coffee right before he nods his head with this young man. I tell you what, talent is what it is. He doesn't know the meaning of quit.
3rd place paycheck in round number 1, a 2nd place paycheck in round number 2. Could it be a number 1 paycheck? It's going to have to be 85 points or higher to break that logjam at the top. But if anybody can do it, Jeff Martin, Gerald Esch, got a seat.
Yeah, he was pretty tickled about this bull. He said, I've saw him a few times this summer. I think will fit just right, and that's exactly what it is. Boy, he made him look pretty good right there.
And I'm telling you what, Peyton Fitzpatrick's probably sitting back looking at this going, I need that guy to ride this bull because that average.
That'll shuffle it up a little bit right there. But nice awareness in Gerald's part. Just let that bull. That bull had some kick, some run, from really reared up in his face a few times. And he sat back there and just like the veteran he is, made him look pretty good on a Saturday night here at the Butte Civic Center. Well, an 82-point marking in the bull riding. Vance Ruff, I'm telling you what, you couldn't end it out any better way than that, folks. Bull riding was awesome.
Well, the entire rodeo was awesome. A Championship Saturday night. They're going to crown champions. They're going to load up some saddles, and we're proud of all these contestants. And that puts a wrap on 2018. Thank you, everyone.